Hey, Gits and Gals, this is War Boss Nick of the Broken Legion of Gamers. And in this video, I'm going to showcase my 200-point orc list for the game Kings of War Vanguard. This list is based on the Mantic blog. This is a weird list. It's based half on the rulebook that's going to be coming out and half on beta stuff. The stuff that's based on the rulebook coming out is the actual army creation rules set, because they put that up on the Mantic blog and they told you how to build an army and all that lovely accoutrement. And they're slowly dribbling out information. I'm not one of the lucky YouTubers to get information beforehand, so I'm just going by what has leaked, what they've put out, and what's been on the Kickstarter updates. The stuff that's beta that was used to create this list is the points. So when the real rulebook comes out, this list might be over the 200-point limit. It might be under the 200-point limit. As it sits, it's 2 points under the 200-point limit because I was only able to get 198 points in. When the new rulebook comes out, maybe there'll be a 2-point item I could just stick in there to round it out and have a complete 200-point list. And also, as I'm showing you these things, what's in this 200-point list, I'm going to go through the stats with you and explain to you why I chose it. Now, the first model I'm going to choose is going to be my commander, and that's a Crudger right here. I know it's a Games Workshop model, but that's all I have as a Crudger. That's actually a Games Workshop Orc, formerly Orcs and Goblins, the Orc War Boss. But no, now this is, and I believe, oh, I actually cut that by accident. That cape is foobarred, whatever. But this is going to stand in for my Crudger. It's on the right base, and the Crudger is a command unit. The advantage that the Orc Crudger gives me is automatically every army gets 3 red command dice. He's a commander, so I can reroll 1 command dice when I'm rolling, but he also adds an extra 3 command dice to my command dice pool that I can roll and get command points. He has speed 5, just like most other things in the Orc army. He's a ranged attack 7+, but he's melee 3+. He's got a 4+ armor. He's got a 4+ nerve. He's got 5 wounds, and he's height 2. Most things in the game are height 2, unless you're, I believe even goblins are height 2. Okay. The special rules he has is stubborn, inspiring, vicious, crushing strength 1. Just like everything else in the Orc army, he has crushing strength 1. Everything else does. For ranged attacks, he gets 1d8 because this is based on it. If you're watching this and you don't know yet, this game is based on d8 system. The command dice are d6s, but the dice you roll for everything else is d8s. But this guy gets melee 4d8. So when he charges and he goes into melee, he's rolling 4d8s and hitting on a 3+. He's going to get a lot, and I do mean a lot, of damage. He also has a special ability called Savage 1. And the 1 means you can spend 1 command point, and he gets this special ability. And this is it. Savage 1 states, if the Crudger fails to kill a model in melee, the enemy model is knocked down and marked as fatigued. Use this ability after armor rolls are made. Cannot be used on large models. So you're not going to waste command points. This is after the enemy throws their armor saves. That's actually rather good. So here's the commander. Let's move on to the grunts. The grunts in this army are going to be 4x. And this guy cost 38 points. But onto the grunts. The grunts is going to be made up of 4 orc axes. The orc axes each are 13 points, and 4 of them come in at a whopping 52 points. Unlike Games Workshop orcs, that's a horde army, these guys are actually useful. They stick around, and on top of everything, these guys actually have an armor save that's actually worthwhile, so you're not just taking orcs off the battlefield in fistfuls. But let's go through this. 13 points each, 50 takes up 52 points of the model of the army. They are speed 5, so they're moving 5 inches, that's the average speed in this game that I've seen so far. Ranged attack is 7+. Okay, they don't have ranged weapons, whatever. Melee is 4+. They've got an armor save of 5+, a nerve of 5+, and 2 wounds. These guys have staying power. Unlike orcs of GW that only have 1 wound, these guys have 2 wounds. They have a 5-up armor save, 5-up on D8. That's like having a 4+ armor, like about having a 4+ armor save on a D6. Much better than Games Workshop orcs. And height 2. The special rule they have is crushing strength 1, because almost everything in the orc army list has crushing strength 1. Their ranged attacks are 1d8. Their melee attacks are 3d8. So each of these guys are throwing 3 dice, hitting on a 4+. They're going to take a lot out. Okay, now we're moving on to the warriors of this list. The first 2 warriors are 2 great axes. Each great axe is 15 points, so this takes up 30 points of our list. They're warriors, they're on the right bases, yada, yada, yada. Their speed 5, range 7+, melee 4+. Armor is 6+, nerve is 5+, and they have 2 wounds. Unlike the axes, these guys have crushing strength 2 with these 2-handed axes. So they're definitely going to do some damage too. Just like the orc axes, their ranged is 1d8 and their melee is 3d8. So let's get them to the background. Now let's move on to the last warrior. This is an orc Morax. The Morax is 18 points. So he's not that bad. He's not awfully expensive. He's rather good. He's speed 5, range dash. So this guy can't carry a ranged weapon. He's got melee 3+, so he's definitely hitting stuff. Armor save is a 7+. Could be better, could be worse. Nerve is 4+, but he's got 3 wounds. I didn't see that before. I thought he only had 2. He's got 3. Count it, 3. Not 1, not 2. Not 2 like I thought it was, but 3. So he's gonna armor 7, 3 wounds. He's gonna have a little staying power. He's got 2 special rules: crushing strength 1 like the axe, and vicious. But now he has no ranged attack dice. In melee he throws 3d8s. Now on to his special ability. For 1 command point, you can buy Frenzy 1. Use this ability to gain 2 bonus dice when this model makes a melee attack. spend the power dice before rolling any dice. That's amazing. You'd be throwing 5 dice, hitting on 3s. This guy is going to take out a lot. And I might get rid of... I might, in the second list, we may have more than one of these. We may add a second one, or maybe even 3. Get rid of the axes altogether. Yeah, I don't know. Information's just coming out. A lot can change. But there's a Morax. Now, we're going to move over to our large model. Every army, I think, should bring the one large model they're allowed. If they have a large commander, bring a large commander and a large model. Get these guys in. They're vicious. They're fun. For the Orcs, the only option we have in the beta list is the tried and true troll. And I don't have a troll, so I'm using the troll that I have from Dungeon Saga. You can tell by this nice, beautiful, scenic base. Okay, now the troll is he gobbles up 40 points. He takes up a lot of space, and he takes up a decent amount of space in this army. He's more points than your commander, but there's a reason why. The troll, speed 6. One of the speediest things that the Orcs have to their disposal. He doesn't have a ranged attack value. He's melee 5+, armor 4+, survivability. 4+ is a good armor save. You're going to be hitting that more than half your dice throws. And then 4 wounds at a height 3. He's got 3 special rules. The first one is regenerate. I don't know. I didn't read how regenerate works, but he's going to be able to regenerate wounds. That's awesome. He's crushing strength 2, just like the Great Axe. And he's got pound. He doesn't have an attack value on his stat line. I find this weird. Look at that right there. His attack, he's thrown ranged 1d8, and he has no attack value. I find that weird. Whatever. But this way you don't think I'm lying. Check out that melee. 5d8s. He's gonna crush and destroy. He's gonna pound some things to the ground. And he's got, notes. Vicious swipe. When attempting to break away from a troll, enemy models have a -1 modifier when they make their armor save roll. That's awesome. And then we're going to move past that, and now on to our support unit. You know what? The troll is going to get to go. Oh, the troll's sitting on a 50mm base. A little bit of a bigger base than it should be sitting on. It should only be on a 40. Now onto the one and only support model, our Gore Rider. The Gore Rider is awesome. It is the speediest option that the Orcs have, and it's an awesome model to boot. The Gores look cool. The Rider looks good. This is why I'm a Mantic fanboy, because they are so underrated. Their models are phenomenal. But now let's go through what the Gore Rider can do. It's a support unit. He's 20 points. He's 20 points. Now, he's got speed 7, no ranged attack value, melee 4+, armor 5+, nerve 5+, 2 wounds, height 3. He's got crushing strength 1 and cavalry as his special rules. He's got no ranged attack dice. He's bringing 3d8 ranged attack dice. Notes, Gore 1. Use this ability when making a melee attack with this model. The model has the Bloodlust special rule until the end of its turn. However, it gains 2 bonus dice instead of 1 if the target is already wounded. That's awesome. That is awesome. we gotta keep that I gotta keep that in mind when I'm playing, because that rule is going to come in a lot. Sorry, just taking a sip of my coffee, guys. Now, that is my 198 point list. Ready for demo games, because I made up 2 lists. I made up the orc list, and the next list you will see in the next video. But seeing how this is going to be one of my mainstay armies when I'm playing this, I also wanted to have some options where I could switch things out. Now we're at 198 points. I do like the Crudger. The Morax, now that I know that's 3 wounds, has more of a value to me, but say I want to bring an extra Gore Rider. I'm at 198 points. This costs 18 points. I get rid of this. I will put him back there. I get rid of this guy, bringing in a second Gore Rider. More speed. Everything's great. This is going to guarantee first or second turn charges and people getting taken away. On the beta list, army list, there are nothing ranged for the orcs. This is gonna be a smash 'em and dash 'em army. The orcs. I don't know. They might have added stuff in the main rulebook. Maybe the skulks will be there and they'll have a ranged option. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait till next month to find out in the rulebook, which I will be reviewing on this channel when I get my Kickstarter stuff. But me, I like my options. I didn't just build what I had to build left to make this list. I also got a total of 3. Count them, 3. These guys, more axes. And I also have a total of, and I've got another 2. That's right here, 2. Great axes. These will be the great axes I play with, because they're built a lot better. These guys, it is what it is. They're not really, this guy's not bad with the way he's holding his axe. But as you can see, I'm excited about the orcs in this game. This is phenomenal. I can't wait to start. I'm going to start painting these guys this week. This way, when the rule book is here, I have 2 demo armies painted. I'm ready to go, and I can go and demo this game at the game club and teach people how to play, and hopefully get people excited about this game, because this is going to be, for me, this is the Kill Team of fantasy. This is fantasy's version of Kill Team, and I think a lot of people are really going to love this game. So that's it for this one, guys. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified anytime I put up other videos, and there's going to be a lot coming, because I'm going to be covering this game up till release and beyond. Hit that bell icon at the right. And as always, support local wargaming when you can. Here on the channel, we support Toy Wiz in Nanuet, New York, on Route 59, right across the street from the Dunkin' Donuts. Have a nice day, guys. Hopefully I'll see you soon.